Alright, what up, OnlyClans Fam? This is Breezy coming back here for you with another League of Legends commentary. This time I'm going to be playing Nunu Mid. It's been a pretty strong pick in the pro scene and the solo queue scene. Basically, the premise of it is to use his snowball to clear the back wave so that you can get a huge CS lead on your opponents and then use your snowball to roam to other lanes. We are going to be taking Dark Harvest, Cheap Shot, Zombie Ward, Relentless Hunter with Celerity and Water Walking this game. That way we can be super fast with the snowball and get our roams off on the map, as well as having that Dark Harvest to buff up our AP so that we can do some serious damage. If you haven't seen this before, you're definitely in for a treat. I would definitely recommend trying this strat out if you haven't. It is a whole lot of fun. I did ban Cassid in this game so that I wouldn't have to deal with some counter picks. That's the only matchup that I've had trouble with as far as Nunu Mid goes. But LeBlanc should be fine. Shouldn't be too much of an issue at all. So you see I'm sitting back here waiting for the waves to meet up with each other, and then I start up my snowball and go ahead and get it rolling, and you'll see here how it clears all the casters, right? And then that way you can just walk up, get a few CS, and bam, perfect CS on the first wave, which is perfect. And that crashes into the wave on LeBlanc, makes it a lot harder for her to get all 6. So, not sure how many minions she'll get with that, but it's rinse and repeat after that, you know what I mean? So same thing, rolling up the snowball, clear that back wave, we're level 2. Any damage that LeBlanc does to us, we just heal back up with our Q. That's something else that I want to mention as well. Most people will think when you're playing AP Nunu Mid to max the W, right, to get more damage, but as you can tell, I only have 1 point in my W, and I can still one-shot the back wave as long as you have charged up the snowball enough. So you don't actually put any points into your W. You max Q, and then you max E second. So you keep your snowball at level 1 the whole time, mainly because it's just used as an engage tool and a farming tool. The farming gets a lot easier once you get your proto belt. So we'll keep that in mind. Get that cannon real quick. We'll give that minion up and just wait for the next wave to crash. Same thing, little snowball action, curve it around, make sure it's charged up enough to hit the back wave, and it is. LeBlanc thinks she can try and kill me, but she really can't, so nothing to worry about there. And again, putting points into Q, pop a health potion. We're doing just fine here. This is exactly what we need to be doing against LeBlanc. We're up 22 to 14 CS at the moment. And then there's Rengar, so we're going to get a quick little bam, get that kill on him. Actually won't be able to get the kill onto LeBlanc, but that kill onto Rengar is going to be really big for us. I want Elise to help me push here, but honestly she's just putting the pressure on LeBlanc, so that's really good. I'm not quite sure if I want to back here yet, just because I do want to be able to get my revolver. So we're going to charge up another snowball, hit this back wave, and we're going to eat this cannon, and now we're going to go back because we have enough for our revolver, and that's going to be perfect for us. So this game's going really well. Shen's smacking him up top lane. Our bot lane's doing really well. Our Elise is putting pressure all along the map. And we're doing our job against LeBlanc as far as just constantly keeping her shoved in so that she can't roam. We haven't gotten any roams off on ourselves yet, but that's just because our lanes have been pushed. But I promise you will see some roams this game. And you'll see how strong they are with the celerity and water walking, and how quickly you can impact other lanes with the snowball. So again, we're maxing the Q. If your snowball's down, don't worry about not being able to push the wave fast. You You can definitely still do it with your Q, you know, because that'll basically take a whole minion out of the equation and get your wave pushing. So that's what we're going to do. Just slow push that right on into LeBlanc. She can't get anything. Again, our lanes are pushed, so there's really no roam for us to make right now. But we will go ahead and throw the snowball and pop that back wave. We didn't get the whole thing that time, but that's alright. Anytime, so with ranged, so here's Rengar. I don't know what he was thinking really. He just kind of walks into me at like low health, and I just go ahead and drop the ignite on him. Elise finishes it up. She ends up dying to LeBlanc because of it, but that's okay. Again, you just heal up everything with your Q, so it's not a problem at all. And here she starts blocking the snowball, which is actually really smart. It's kind of the thing to do if you're up against Nunu Mid, because the only reason he beats you is because he's clearing out the casters on every wave with the snowball. So if you can block it, that's great, but you are going to be taking damage from the snowball. But that's part of the reason why Kassadin is such a good pick. See, there she used her dash to actually block the snowball. And again, it's hard for me to push the wave if that's happening. But at the same time, she's taking damage from those snowballs. It's the reason that Kassadin's a good pick into Nunu Mid, because he can Q and get the magic shield. And not take as much damage from tanking the level 1 snowballs. Here, LeBlanc all-ins me, but again, my Q's up, so it's not going to be too much of an issue. Elise is coming to kind of help me out here. And I should be fine to just get away. It was pretty close, but not enough. The Q healing from Nunu is just way too strong. So what we're going to do is pick up that honey fruit, head back into lane, get all this. And LeBlanc's back super low, and I'm full health, so didn't really work out for her with the all-in. And same thing, just slow pushing it in because I didn't have snowball at the time, and you don't want to use the snowball at close range. Get that Dark Harvest proc really quick. E is like a great ability to use on Nunu to get your Dark Harvest procs, because it's like instant. You know, so if they're low enough, you get the Dark Harvest proc, like just perfectly. Clear those casters up, and just push this wave in, and that's the name of the game. And you can finally see that the Vayne is a little overextended, so I'm going to start looking for this gank here. Bot lane's going a little aggro, but I don't think it'll matter. You see how fast we come in with the snowball with celerity, water walking, and the scuttle buff there. Just so much damage. Such a brutal gank. It's really hard to survive that. We have enough gold for the proto belt, but I went ahead and took this cannon anyway, because tax. So now we're going to go ahead and back and get our proto belt, pick up some boots. Looks like LeBlanc's coming in. She's tilted because that was just... She must have been pretty upset to pull that off. I don't know if she didn't think I was there, but I don't know if she didn't. She just completely underestimated the Kaisa and the Senna damage. But yeah, that's going to put her just even farther behind. And I pick up my proto belt, which gives us even more wave clear. And this game is just going extremely well at this point. We're doing exactly what we need to do against LeBlanc as Nunu Mid. And getting the successful roams off when the lane is pushed with the snowball. And that's kind of the name of the game. It might seem a little boring, but I promise you it's so much fun to fly around the map. And looks like LeBlanc's going to die again. I whiff my ult here, but it doesn't even matter. Elise is playing like a beast. Oh, there's Rengar. Really not much I can do there. Elise kind of went around the back way, which is fine. Rengar is really not that worth that much gold right now. I think Elise is going to get rift off of this. And again, I'm just pushing the wave. I have Proto Belt up in a couple seconds, so I'll probably end up Proto Belting this wave. Oh no, I'm going to snowball it. And that's going to push just fine. We're going to go back bot again because I see that Vayne is far enough out for me to get a successful gank off. We're just waiting for a snowball to come back up. And here it is. And again, we're going to be super fast. You want to be able to cut off this angle here and go right along the wall so that you don't pop your snowball. Again, it's just so brutal. It's so hard for them to do anything when you're moving in that fast as Nunu. And it actually does that much damage because you've been charging it up for so long and you're going so fast. Here the enemy team starts saying to report Rengar. He's definitely had a rough game. I don't know if it's reportable though, I wouldn't call it inting. Not able to get the full snowball off there on the Blanc under tower, so we are just going to end up Proto Belting this wave and pushing it in. And Elise gets that kill on the Blanc, they trade, but it's going to set me up to get a plate here, and then also the first tower. So Shen's doing just fine top lane. Bot lane's, doing really well with the help of our ganks. This is a little trick that I like to do if you don't want to back up too far from the wave and miss XP and whatnot, is you can actually turn the snowball around pretty significantly. It is a pretty good Yeah, I was going to go top here for that Camille, but I realized that first turret's probably a little, or not first turret, but the tower's probably just a little more important. Shen ults me here, so we get another kill on Rengar. This is really good team play from us. If I was alone there, I probably would have just died. So that was super good for us. And we're going to go pick up Infernal Drake, which is one of the best dragons for Nunu Mid, if you're going to be doing that. So at this point, the game's definitely a little out of control. I'm like 95 CS to LeBlanc's 50-something, maybe 60. And that's kind of the name of the game, you just keep their mid laner shoved in the entire time while you're constantly clearing the wave, pushing it in, and then getting roams off elsewhere and helping your team. Because that snowball ability is just absolutely brutal. And I'll talk about the build here. Because this game's kind of a blowout, you'd normally go defensive boots like Ninja Tabbies or Mercury Treads. But because I was so far ahead here, I went ahead and got the Sorcery Boots. The next item in the build after Proto Belt is Dead Man's Plate, just for the extra speed from the passive of that item to help you out with faster snowballs. And yeah, it just ends up being extremely brutal. I'm looking down at center right here thinking I can go help her, but then she just ends up killing her anyway. So I was like, okay, nice. Just go back mid, and that's exactly what I do. And you can tell already how much faster I'm getting, and it's just going to get crazier. This game is kind of a blowout, we're on the mid-inner at 14 minutes. We have both dragons. Elise has 10 kills. And we're doing exactly what we need to be doing as Nunu Mid. Again, there's not much to say at this point in the game just because it's so much of a blowout. At this point, we're just kind of going around trying to, again, that LeBlanc's on super tilt. There's no way she thought she was going to win that. But she tried anyway. So now we're just, we're going around taking the towers and the other parts of the map. Slowly ending this game. They would have surrendered most likely, but we did end this game before 20 minutes. So there was no 15-minute surrender. However, we did end the game around 18 minutes or so. Spoiler alert. I am recording this commentary after the fact because for whatever reason the audio from my initial recording didn't save as I was recording this live, which is unfortunate, but either way I still want to get the video out for you guys and showcase how good Nunu Mid really is. LeBlanc's kind of juking me around here, which is just fine. Again, you just heal everything with Q. And she's dead anyway. That's the best part about Nunu Mid. If you do end up getting ahead, you can take all sorts of damage and then just heal it all back with your Q. It is extremely oppressive. You can't really do anything once Nunu gets rolling. Even if he's behind and has 5 points in Q, he can still heal all the damage that is being done to him. So we're on to this top inhib, 16 minutes. Enemy team is not looking too happy at all. But that's quite alright. We are, again, doing really well here. They don't seem to want to fight at all, so we're not going to bother. We're going to go ahead and head back mid. Clear this wave out. We do have enough for Dead Man's Plate at this point. I go ahead and check it. And I knew this game was kind of a stomp, so I wanted to show you guys how fast you actually can be with Dead Man's Plate. So of course we could keep pushing. Our team's going to stay and get some kills here, but I just wanted to showcase how fast you actually can be with Nunu Mid. And then as far as third items, if your game goes longer, you'll get Proto Belt, you'll get Dead Man's Plate, and then normally defensive boots, but if you're ahead, please do get like pen boots. And then as far as third items go, if you're ahead like this, Spellbinder is a really good option to give you that extra AP and extra movement speed. However, if you are behind or if it's a close game, then Spirit Visage is a really good item, and of course that depends on their team, how much AP damage they have, but Spirit Visage is a great item for Nunu, because it's going to give him more healing from his Q, and also the MR and CDR from the item itself. So, it is a super, super strong item for him. However, if you're ahead, definitely just take advantage of the fact that you're ahead and go for the damage, because full AP Nunu is pretty crazy. If you can end up getting a death cap at some point, which I've had games where that happens, your ult just one-shots people. So we're coming in hot here, did a little loop around. You can see how much damage it does, and how long it knocks people up for. I do into the fountain here, but that's perfectly fine. It was a really good game. Everyone on my team played really well, and we did exactly what we needed to do as Nunu Mid to win the game. So I was super happy with this one. It's a shame that the audio didn't stay recorded. However, I wanted to get this commentary done for you guys to get this uploaded, because I think this is a great game showcasing exactly how to play Nunu Mid. Really good matchup, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks.